Let's see.
Delray Beach. We're going to try this again and see if we're actually live. And Restream is going to be one with us in technology.
Yes.
Yes.
We are live. Yes.
I'm Nancy Reagan from Bellarena Spa, and this is Gina Tassinelli from Get Hype Media, Get Stylishly Branded. She's from all of the above. And we're so happy to be here tonight to discuss all things about younger skin, longevity of the skin. We're finally live. We're having to try this again, but we're glad that we're here.
Yes.
And thank you all for joining us. Tonight, we're going to really go through a discussion of really, can you get younger skin? Can it really happen? The questions I get on a daily basis are constantly asking us, you know, hey, can we get younger skin? And all of those things are like, yes, you can reverse the signs of aging. And now with some of the ingredients that are available, not only can you look younger from the inside or be younger from the inside, you can also look really, we can take years off of skin from the outside. And it's super exciting.
It is.
It's very up and coming. And I'm so glad to even be like, because I'm an old esthetician. I've been around for a while. When I started we didn't even have glycolic. And then all of a sudden glycolic peels were like the foremost thing to do. And everybody was burning and frying everybody off, so 30%, 50%. And then we went through a whole series of different things. So the technology that's available to us now is really off the charts amazing. And in the last year and a half, 2 years, they have made it so that we have these ingredients available to put into skincare and have the skincare so that we can actually offer it to you and be able to change your skin. So that being said,
I'm excited because I've been like a guinea pig too. So I can't wait to share with you guys my results. And before we officially start, I see there's a few people on, so feel free to comment. We want to know where you're tuning in from. Let us know, do you have any skin concerns? And what is one thing about your skin that you would love to see enhanced?
Yes.
Yeah. Let us know. We'd love to know.
Yes. So it's something that is happening for the last almost 2 years. We started maybe about 10 years ago with the peptides and having the ability to have peptides in the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started doing that kind of opened up this whole world because the scientists were understanding that, oh, this peptide can control this peptide controls this. So our human body and our epigenetic, which is a big fancy word, our genetic makeup, our own DNA is really what is responsible for our skin.
Mm-hmm.
But also you have, just like you have twins that eat differently. I don't know if anybody's seen the Netflix latest.
Yes, I watched it. You Are What You Eat. Yes. Anyone else watch it?
Yeah. So it's out there. And if you've seen that, then you know that is happening. And so when it is happening, you want to know that if you had two twins and we did this for their skincare and the other twin used something else, and I'm not going to go into brands or anything, you would see such a difference in the actual results. And so the same thing is happening not only with what you're eating, but also with what you're using on your skin. So where do we start?
Well, hi, Simone.
Hi, Simone.
Hello,
how are you?
From Baltimore. Oh, it's cold.
Yes.
Very cold.
It's cold in Florida tonight, too.
It is cold in Florida, but
yes.
It's really cold over
I
there.
know for you guys are like, yeah, right. It's not that cold.
She's like, please.
Yes.
Where do you want to start? Let's start with.
Okay. So I kind of want to start with things that are in skincare that really shouldn't be there. So when you're looking at skincare, I mean, we want to, and how my process started even looking at skincare was I was looking for an oncology skincare line. That's how we were even at all these new ingredients, is I was looking for an oncology skincare line that wasn't this fluffy, yucky, like whatever, because people going through cancer, their skin is super thin. They need nourishment in the cells that a fluffy skincare line is not going to give them.
Right.
So it started with
something safe.
Right, safe. And it had to have no fragrance. It had to have no color, but it also had to be able to perform. And it had to have no, essential oils, but it had to perform so that anybody coming in that had an oncology facial was going out going, oh, my skin's glowing.
Right.
Now, and that was a very tall order and a tall task. So the nose of a product really started out with it, couldn't have fragrance, couldn't have parabens, couldn't have any of these things. But one of the things that I really learned is emulsifiers in cleansers are so bad for the cleanser because it actually causes the face to be washed, like a washout effect. So an emulsifier blends oil and water together so that you can actually create like a sudsy, or you can create a creamy cleanser, but it allows the two to go together,
like mix, because water and oil don't mix. So that's
exactly
the way to
so it allows it to mix. And so when that happens, these emulsifiers were also stripping all of the oils of the natural skin barrier off of the skin. So if you were
bad.
It's really bad. And so it's in almost 90% of the cleansers on the market today have emulsifiers in them. Most products that you see will have an emulsifier of some type. It doesn't matter whether you're dealing with a cleanser, a moisturizer, a body wash, a body cream. They will, because they're so on the market, somebody who has super sensitive skin, or somebody who's going through oncology. So by super sensitive skin, I mean somebody who has rosacea, somebody who has acne, somebody who has super dry, dehydrated skin. But the emulsifiers were stripping all the oil and everything else off the skin. So it washed out the skin. So when you went to go put on a toner, you were putting toner on damaged skin. And so we started kind of with the cleanser part of it having no emulsifiers. So,
really quick, how would we know what an emulsifier is? Like when we're looking at ingredients,
they're really a hidden gem. And this is something where I think ChatGPT, like if you have a question, hi Shelly. So if you have a question on ingredients, go to your ChatGPT, drop in the ingredient. Drop in the ingredient listing, and it tells you what every ingredient does. If you'll just say, hey, categorize these, you'll see this is a preservative, this is a emulsifier, this is this. So it'll help you see.
It'll put them in categories. That's a great
So it's
trick.
a great little trick. Especially to see if what you're buying is something that you should be buying. But somebody who has really super sensitive skin, that is something. And what we learned is not only was it good for people that had sensitive skin, but when you were dealing with anti-aging, when you wash out the skin cannot absorb anything else that's coming after, because it's completely off kilter and off balance. So the emulsifier was the one key ingredient that was causing a huge problem.
So if you're buying a cleanser that has emulsifiers in it, and then you're spending all this money on serums and other products for anti-aging, and you're probably thinking they're not working, they're probably not working, or one of the
they're not working as well as they could
because of the emulsifiers.
Exactly, because of the washout effect. So when you make the skin not happy and strip everything off, then what's going on top of it doesn't exactly give it the
penetrate
best.
into the
exactly.
skin.
So, if you're looking at cleansers, do you want something that has herbs in it? Yes. Do you want something that has vitamins? Yes. But you also are looking for something that's going to give you want it to cleanse and detox, but you also want it to leave you with a smooth, like, you don't want it like stripping everything off, because that's not gonna work. So that's where we started with no emulsifiers. So that's the short and tall of that. The other thing that's exciting, and you guys probably will know this, is fruit enzymes have been around forever, and that's nothing really kind of new. We're kind of like leading you up to the more exciting ingredients. That's kind of like nothing really new, but enzymes help to eat the dead skin. So if you take a cleanser and put no emulsifiers, but you add a fruit enzyme, it'll help eat the dead skin and help get rid of the toxins. So it really makes a difference in what you're putting into a product, on what you want it to do and how you want it to perform. So that one's really cool.
I didn't really know about the fruit enzymes.
And then next product that we went through this process on longevity of the skin, trying to keep it super simple. Anybody who knows me knows I'm flying. I like it fast. I like it. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. If you give me 20 steps, it's not happening. You give me 5, I can do 5. 4 maybe, but any more than that, I'm not there. So we try to keep this longevity skin really simple. The toner, one of the things that was happening, and it's a hotbed of conversation now, is the microbiome of the body. And people are getting psoriasis, people are getting eczema, people are getting all of these skin disorders, rosacea and sensitive skin, because their microbiome in their body is completely off kilter. That's a whole nother conversation for really somebody who specializes in the microbiome and everything. But we found that by adding a probiotic to a toner, we could help with the skin and help to balance the microbiome, or the balance on the skin. So if you started with a palette that had a cleansed skin that was in good shape, and we then put a probiotic to help make the microbiome balanced, what comes next goes further into the skin, because the skin's in a healthy way.
Balance.
Yes, it's balanced. So that was the other part of it. The other thing that never happens with toners is we added a hyaluronic acid. And this is nothing new. We're saving the new stuff for really almost. So you have to stay. The hyaluronic acid is nothing super new. Having it in a toner, in having probiotics in a toner, is something definitely new and different. And additionally, having that said, that when you have hyaluronic is a moisture binder. So I know people out there using witch hazel. They're using alcohol.
I actually used to use witch hazel
all these
years ago.
Things on their skin for their toner, and all that toner is doing is stripping. So what follows, it doesn't matter if you put on this really fabulous, expensive serum, the serum is now not really absorbing, because the skin's trying to get itself back to balance. So hyaluronic acid on the skin is a moisture binder. So when you go to apply a serum next, that serum is sticking to the skin. So that was where we really had some exciting things. Now, before we get to, we're going to go through, there's a whole out there biohacking ingredients. So one of them, and you'll hear about it, is methylene blue. So this is our methylene blue mask, which is super magical. And I call it a day-night mask because you can use it just like a regular mask and put it on for 15 minutes, or you can actually sleep with it on, which is a very special thing. I give my clients a list of ingredients to avoid. Yes, it's very good. A blue velvet day-night mask is, so in the mask, I wanted ceramides, I wanted peptides, I wanted the methylene blue because it is a super, super antioxidant. So when you put that on your skin, not only and especially at night, because at night when you mask, you're regenerating your skin all night long. So all night long, your skin is being regenerated. So when you mask at night and go to bed and sleep with it on, all night long, it does look inviting, doesn't it? Like, it's either the Smurf mask or you're like going, what is that?
The cool thing though is you don't look like a Smurf when you put it on.
You put on a very, very thin layer. You really don't need a thick layer. It is not like, as from ingredients, some of these ingredients are not like really, really cheap to manufacture. So you're looking at methylene blue. It is very much a super antioxidant. So if you're looking at that mask, because we combine it with ceramides and peptides and herbal extracts, it all works together cohesively to really like make the skin, like in the morning, you'll think, oh my God, it's so dewy and nice. What do you think?
It is like my skin has been just super soft and dewy all the time. And it's from that mask plus everything else that we're talking about. Yeah. Just amazing. So different.
Well, the other part too is like, it helps when you're working with products. I mean, that was another thing, but from an oncology standpoint or a pregnancy client, we couldn't have toxins in the skincare. So the skincare had to be but it had zero toxins, zero colors, zero fragrance. So it had to be clean.
Yeah.
And my preference is that it's vegan. So that was my, like, it didn't have to be, but the fact that I could find it and it worked was even better.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get into the very exciting conversation called NAD. And I don't know how many people have you heard of NAD? It's very popular. And my first conversation with it was I met somebody who owned an IV and company, and she was like, oh, you got to get NAD. It'll make you think better. You'll look younger. And I'm like, do I leap, tall buildings? And like, what's going to happen? So she was really big into the NAD and what it does for aging. It helps with muscle recovery, like from a general standpoint, the ingredient. And you guys don't ask me to say it because that's always the case. Like, don't ask me. NAD and NAD plus. It's very interesting. But it is and it's like niacinamide. I'm sure people have heard of. It's like a NAD precursor. As they've gotten closer to having NAD, but NAD helps with your brain. It helps with everything. And what the skincare scientists started learning was NAD really changes the cells.
Yes. So slows down the aging process and rejuvenates the cells.
So it is
incredible.
And a couple of things we also learned along the way is if you hadn't prepared the skin properly, then the NAD wasn't going to absorb as part of the serum.
Right.
So it had to be prepared properly before the NAD would actually absorb. But once you got the NAD onto the skin, the messengers that it was sending to the DNA was unbelievable for the transformation of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And the results that we saw in 14 days, hence we've kind of given it a 14-day challenge. Yes, yeah. I need that. Yes, is amazing. And we took the serum, and it's I'll actually show you the color. This is the serum, and it is a NAD. You'll see it's kind of like a yellow color to it. Mm-hmm. But when you combine it with ceramides, you combine it with antioxidants, you combine it with all of these good things, mm-hmm. and it's put on skin that really absorbs it properly, it physically changes. Now, when you put it in a serum, it is really amazing. And some of the peptides, you want the elasticity of the skin to actually be more springy and spring back.
Right.
So you're trying to hydrate and tighten the skin. And so if you see, like, if you're there and you go, oh, okay, so it says it has peptides. Well, it's great that it has peptides, but there's so many peptides that have, and I think we talked about it in December.
Yeah, that do so many different things.
So many different things. So this serum, for example, has Sin-Hycan, which is a one peptide complex that is responsible for firming, elasticity, and that's what its job is. And when you combine that with NAD, mm-hmm. Those are the kinds of results that you're really seeing to tighten, tone, and strengthen the skin. Another thing for longevity, when I say strengthen the skin, mm-hmm. thinning the skin, and that's why the oncology patients cannot have anything that's too stripping and too like pulling stuff off, and right. Everybody, like sensitive skin, nobody needs to thin your skin.
Right.
As we get older, our skin is going to get thin enough. So no more lasers. Like, as far as it's like, enough for the glycolic, mm-hmm. enough for the lactic. It has a place for exfoliation, mm-hmm. but to me, when you overdo it, it thins the skin so much that the skin cannot recover. Mm. So you need the skin to be able to regenerate, and you need it to be, because the thicker your skin, the younger right. you look.
Right.
So I'll say that the thicker the skin, the younger you look. And it has to do with the level, and we lose fat. We lose fat. We lose the thickness of the skin as we age. So you want to make sure there's nothing happening that thins the skin. That's what the peptides and the NAD are doing, is they're helping to strengthen and helping with the elasticity and helping with firming.
AKA a magic potion.
Cool. So then our last kind of like NAD conversation comes, like, it really comes with NAD super boost. Mm-hmm. When you combine NAD with niacinamide, you create this incredible go-to youth master of a cream. And you add in peptides, you add in ceramides to that, and you add in antioxidants. Mm-hmm. And now you suddenly have a longevity cream that, when it's combined with the serum, really makes a huge difference. It's really, it's pretty awesome.
Revolutionary.
That's revolutionary. What I was saying. It's like a word for it. So you want to make sure that your skin is prepped properly, and then you're pushing all the moisturizers and these game-changing ingredients mm-hmm. back into the skin. And I call them game-changing because when you see the results, it's a game changer for the skin. Now, is it going to be available everywhere? Mm-hmm. Probably not, because these like these ingredients to manufacture are not cheap.
Right.
This is not something that is like, oh, that you might find in a mass market item because it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe 10 years, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when they actually are able to lower the cost. But right now, their development costs of the products,
Yeah,
it's expensive but the results are over the chart.
Yeah.
Over the top.
Should we show my before and after?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys ready?
This is
Youth
fun.
in a bottle sounds great to me. It is, Shelly. Oh my gosh. So I wasn't sure what to expect myself. And so I'm going to show you my video here. Let's see if you guys can see this. So you see that's the before. Oh, let me see if it'll play again. Oops. Let's play. That's the before. That's the after. You see my forehead? Look at that. How it just evened out. My wrinkles on my forehead, those two lines are literally disappearing. My face, just the smoothness of my face. And then my smile lines too. Just crazy. Let me play it again. I have to play it again. Like I have to keep watching. She loves this. And I don't have any makeup on this video, on either one of those pictures. So just crazy. This was 14 days.
Right.
14 days. I get them back. Yeah. So 14 days. I'm getting ready to turn 46 in a couple of months. And it's just amazing. So.
And here's another example. And this is why I was so excited. You can see that it's pretty amazing, the difference between the 14 days.
Yeah.
I mean, the results and the longevity, because part of what it's doing is it's helping to, as we age, all the environment, all the toxins, everything we come in contact with, it shortens the telomeres in the skin.
Mm-hmm.
We also don't have it was thought that we were just using skincare and we weren't able to educate the actual cells that are down in the dermis layer. So now everybody probably knows we have microneedling, we have microchanneling. Right. So we can educate the skin cells, but we never really had something at home that was a messenger to the cells and actually helped change the cellular structure. Right. And see the difference in the skin in such a short time. And part of it is the prep. Right. And part of it is actual the function of these magical ingredients, which is together. Yes.
Yes. Amazing. So
this is
what we want to share. So this is the 5. So all of the 5 pieces that Nancy just went over are now in a kit that are available to you.
Yes.
This is so exciting.
This
Simone.
is the Dewy Herbal Cleanser that we were talking about. And it really is, it's a little creamy. The people that we tested on that had rosacea and super sensitive skin, it was like an immediate relief. Yeah. Their skin all of a sudden went from that dryness and really red blotchy to like feeling pretty amazing.
Yeah.
This is the Glow Duo Serum Toner. And this one is our probiotic hyaluronic acid toner. And it's something that's different because it's a serum toner.
Right.
Everything we try to do, we try to make it just like me. I like it fast. Yeah. So we want it to have a multi-use. So it's double use.
Yeah.
It's a serum toner.
When you first told me about it, I'm like, okay, so do I spray this? You're like, no. It's a serum, but there's toner. It's also a toner. So
when you see it, it's like it's a creamy. Yeah. And so it's the first creamy toner. I mean, and honestly, when I looked at it and I was like, nobody's going to use that. It's like, it's not clear. And but what happens is when you see the results of the probiotic on the skin, it makes it's a total change and you really like the way it feels. Then you don't have to mask every day,
right?
But there's a little blue bottle of day-night mask, and it has the methylene blue in it, plus all the other antioxidants. That is super cool for making the skin plump and gorgeous. And then we have,
and I was going to say too, if you have like, because sometimes I have breakouts, right? Even at my age, if you have a breakout, you dab a little on there and it goes away. Immediately. It's like crazy the next day.
It's really weird.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm like, what just happened?
What just
happened?
Just got zapped. It's the super antioxidant part of the methylene blue. That is, and you hear people biohacking ingredients. That's one of the ingredients that is totally being biohacked. People are doing the biohacking with peptides inside their body. It's amazing what people are out there experimenting doing. Some of this I'm like, okay, but all I'm trying to do is actually help all of you look younger, feel younger, not be, thinking, oh my God, I'm like, 50 or I'm like 45 and my life is over because my skin looks terrible. So the goal is to really take years off of your skin with your normal skincare program. This is not, not coming to the spa and having a facial. You're just doing it every day. And part of that, you should be having a mask on your face at least. Like that's why I made it so it could be used at night, because you have to sleep.
Just to make it's so easy.
Yeah, you have to sleep. Thank you. Then I named the serum the Everything Lift serum. So it's like I was like thinking of a name. I was like, it's the Everything Bagel. So, because I was trying to explain to a friend, we were having breakfast and she goes, it's everything. It's everything in the bottle. I'm like, okay, it's the Everything Lift serum because it's everything that you lift. And so that was the serum. And then you'll die laughing because we started out with, with the Fountain of Youth, and it was a big joke and everything like that. So we ended up with the Foundation of Firm. Or the Fountain of Firm, excuse me. So it was like the Fountain of Firm for the actual cream that you're applying, which is also loaded with all the NAD and everything else. The actual part of seeing the results has been spectacular. And we're kind of opening things up with this presentation because we're looking for, the spa looks amazing.
Oh, it's so honestly, it's so dreamy and calming in here, especially in the facial rooms and the treatment rooms. I love it.
We kind of like, it's a special little, it's got a little special energy and charm. It's not giant big, but I wouldn't want it that way either, because that way people have individual attention. I have a wonderful team that they're amazing from start to finish. But anyway, so you're going to tell them all about the fun stuff.
So we have something super fun for you guys.
Besides how to get this.
How to get this. So one of the ways that you can get this is by becoming a Skin Diva brand ambassador. And so here's what happens. All you have to do is say Skin Diva, or just say Diva down below. We'll know what you mean. Say Diva down below. We are going to send you a message by tomorrow with instructions on how you can apply to become a Skin Diva brand ambassador. And if you get chosen, you actually get this sent to you to use and take the 14-day Skin Diva challenge.
Diva. It's a $200 value. And you have to be I have to tell you, you have to be kind of comfortable on camera. So we will be asking you to do a couple of things.
Shelly, me. So
you have to be comfortable.
So, and we're going to make it fun for you. you'll get a message. There will be some instructions. You will need to send us and all the instructions will be there, but you will need to send us a short video of yourself, like applying your own skincare. Okay. So that's the beginning of the application process, because we want you to feel comfortable. This is all about pro glow.
Pro glow. We're empowering your glow.
And empowering your glow. So we got you guys down. Amazing. And as far as purchasing. Okay. So in this whole, let's see, manufacturing and everything else, we also are in the process of launching a new website. Oh, good, Shelly. She's not scared of the camera.
So that being said, if you are interested in actually purchasing the little kits, they are a $200 value. But we are launching it at $149. If you do want to purchase it, just put down at the very bottom, hey, I would like to purchase. And we will send you a message with your email. We just will need an email. It will send you a self-pay link. We're going to do it really fast. We'll send you a self-pay link, and then we can ship it out to you. So it's $149 if you are interested in just getting the kit, because you want incredible skin fast and now.
So, or you have the option of applying to becoming a Skin Diva brand ambassador. So
a pro glow girl.
Yes. Oh, I like that. We didn't even think about that.
A pro glow girl.
So any questions?
Or a guy can be a pro glow.
That's true. That's true. So, guys can use this too. I mean, they have skin. So any questions? Any questions about ingredients, about the different products,
or how they work,
or like, feel free to ask away and use Nancy's expertise.
I want to glow.
I know
we all do. It's like and the thing that makes a huge difference, Shelly, is like when you see the difference between in this whole process, we had people that were actually using it. Some of them, like I had a rosacea client who she was just literally started a brand new business, and she was devastated because she was like, I can't even hold my face. She literally came in for the facial going, okay, I'm here, and she was holding her head, head down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to fix this girl. So she feels, and to watch people's whole perception change because of a cleanser. That was like, oh my gosh, we got to really do all the products are oncology safe. All of the products are also pregnancy safe. There's 0 toxins. I'm so proud of that. We're Leaping Bunny certified. It's vegan. All the little guys are in recyclable package. It has airless pops. So it's been a very much a work of love. But a labor of love, they call it. Labor of love. But it is really an incredible way to be able to share the glow. So it's like, and you have the ability to do it at home, which is so cool.
So fun. All right. Anything else? Wonderful. Thank you guys so much for being on. We will be back here for Skin Diva 101 in February. So stay tuned for that. You can also always go to the Bellarina website. So bellarina.spa.com to learn more about all of the other products that Nancy offers here at the spa, but they can also be shipped out to you. So you do have Bellarina line as well, and as well as other medical grade products, Environ and some other ones as well. Skin scripts. But this right now,
hands down,
is like hands down. Just saying.
There's no. I mean, I started actually. Environ was a great learning skincare line because it really taught the skin how to really change the cellular structure. So I always knew you could actually change it with vitamins. With vitamin A, C, and E, I knew you could change the cellular structure, and you could also lighten pigmentation. But this is a total step above that as far as being able to really, really make that change fast and see it like you know, like the pigmentation, that's another, we didn't even talk about how it brightens the skin.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what happened with my skin. Yeah. So I hope I get to be a diva. Oh my gosh, we would love that. All right. So we will be in touch. So look out for a message tomorrow. And until then, keep glowing.
Pro glow. Night.
Bye, ladies.